My 6-year-old son was at Disney with my ex-wife, her new husband, and her parents. Suddenly, my phone rang. It was someone from Disney staff. They told me my child was at Lost and Found. Shaking, my son said, "Dad, they left me and went home." I called my ex-wife. She just laughed. "Oh, really? Didn't notice," she said. Her new husband chuckled. Good kids never get lost. They had no idea what was about to happen. I was fixing a squeaky cabinet hinge in the kitchen when my phone buzzed. The number said Disney Guest Services. At first, I thought it was a wrong call or a promotion. But when I answered, the woman's voice was serious. "Mr. Collins, your son is safe, but he's here at Lost and Found. He says he can't find his family." My stomach dropped. Safe? How could that be if he couldn't find them? He should be with his mother. Then she added, "Sir, your son says they left him." I rushed outside, pacing and holding the phone tightly as if it was the only thing keeping me grounded. Then I heard my son's small, trembling voice. "Dad, they left me. They said they were going to ride the grown-up rides without me. But I waited and waited, and then they went home." My knees nearly gave way. My 6-year-old was 2 hours from home, abandoned in one of the busiest theme parks in the country. I called my ex-wife immediately. After a few rings, she answered, her voice annoyingly cheerful. "Oh, really? Didn't notice," she laughed, as if leaving a child alone in a giant park was no big deal. Her new husband chuckled in the background. "Good kids never get lost," he mocked. I clenched my jaw and said coldly, "Stay by your phone. You'll hear from me soon." They thought it was a joke. They believed I was powerless. They didn't know what was coming. I didn't shout or threaten. Revenge is best when it's quiet, precise, and planned. I drove straight to Disney, thinking through every legal and personal option I could use. When I arrived, my son was sitting with a staff member, clutching a melting Mickey Mouse ice cream in his little backpack. When he saw me, his lip trembled as he whispered, "I knew you'd come." I held him tightly, forcing myself to remain calm for his sake, but inside I was furious. That night, while my son slept, I sat at my desk making calls. Not to lawyers yet, but to people who owed me favors. Former co-workers, a friend in the sheriff's office, even a neighbor at the county clerk's office. By morning, I had everything ready to move forward. I had records of every missed child support payment by my ex-wife. She didn't know I was tracking her. I had evidence of her leaving our son unsupervised. Disney security cooperated when I explained the situation. And most importantly, I had the court order she ignored. It said she couldn't leave the state without informing me. She had just handed me a perfect legal weapon. I was ready to use it. 2 days later, I filed an emergency custody petition. The judge quickly granted a temporary order after seeing Disney security footage. My son alone and scared, while my ex and her new husband were nowhere to be found. I kept this from her, wanting her humiliation to be public and unforgettable. That weekend, she threw a big backyard barbecue with friends, family, and her new husband. She posted pictures all over social media, wine glasses, fancy steaks, captions about living our best life. While they laughed by the pool, 2 sheriff's deputies arrived at her front gate. Conversations. The final strike came late in December. My son and I were busy decorating the Christmas tree when my phone buzzed with an unfamiliar number, my ex-wife's mother. Her voice was shaky. "We need to talk face-to-face." I agreed to meet them at a quiet cafe downtown. When I arrived, both of her parents were there, looking older, worn out by time and trouble. They didn't waste any words. "We didn't realize how bad things had become," her father confessed. "She told us you were a neglectful dad. We believed her. But after what happened at Disney and what we've uncovered since..." He looked away, ashamed. Her mother pushed an envelope across the table. "This is for you and our grandson. We want to help and be part of his life again." Inside was a cashier's check, enough to cover an entire year's tuition at a private school and then some. They were done defending their daughter. I thanked them quietly, but inside my mind, plans were already forming. I still had one final move left. That very night, I sent a single email to my ex-wife. No threats, no insults, Just a scanned affidavit signed by her own parents, detailing everything they'd witnessed about her neglect. Within 24 hours, her lawyer dropped her as a client. Within a week, her credibility in court was completely shattered. Her new husband fled 2 weeks later, abandoning her with mounting debts, a ruined reputation, and no family support. The last time I saw her, she sat alone in a cheap diner, staring at a cup of coffee as if it was all she could afford. As for me, I walked past holding my son's hand, without even glancing her way. This time, revenge wasn't loud. It was living a better life without her. Months later, we were at the mall buying new shoes for my son when a voice called out behind us. It was her, hair disheveled, makeup smeared, and clothes that looked like they came from a thrift store. She forced a weak smile at my boy. "Sweetie, it's been so long. I've missed you." My son froze. He didn't move toward her or hug her. Instead, he looked her straight in the eye and calmly said, "No, you didn't. If you had, you wouldn't have left me at Disney." Her face drained of color. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. He turned to me. "Dad, can we go? We have better things to do." I smiled, bursting with pride. We walked away, leaving her alone in the crowd, abandoned not just physically, but forgotten. Sometimes the most ruthless revenge isn't in what you do. It's in the person you raise your child to be. Was this revenge truly deserved? Share your thoughts below. If you believe this story was justified, like and share it with someone who needs this kind of energy. Subscribe to Lauren's Story for more jaw-dropping tales of betrayal and justice. Here, every lie meets its reckoning, and every betrayal casts a shadow. Stay alert, stay strong, and stay tuned.